with all the fanfare in celebrating Dangote refinery, for example, that for once we now have a Nigerian who has initiated and built one of the world's biggest refinery. Nigeria crude oil is being exported. They deny to allocate it to Dangote, and they are exporting it to Europe. And then Dangote is importing crude from America into Nigeria. Those guys deserve to be hanged. If we don't hang them, they will hang all of us. Yeah, they will hang all of us. And what it takes to hang them will require a president with extraordinary courage. Now, if you know anything about science, you will know I'm not so privileged. The diesel they are importing diesel. Even at a time when the CBN is saying there is too much pressure on our imports. We celebrated, President Buhari celebrated, President Tinubu celebrated one of his achievements because it was his dream to create a free trade zone in that part of Lagos, which Dangote now took advantage of to locate his factory. What he saw as a governor between 1999 and 2007 is what gave birth. It is the product of his womb that Dangote refinery now located in Lagos and has the capacity to satisfy the Nigerian market. And yet, some Nigerians who join us in lamenting, they are importing low-quality diesel that has been prohibited in Europe, that will pollute our environment, destroy our engines, and use our scarce foreign exchange to pay for it, whereas Dangote refinery in Lagos is in a position and is producing diesel. And he even announced reduction of the price. But these Nigerians who put themselves first before the country are not interested. They are living here in Abuja. They are unknown to ballot. They are not scrutinized by the Nigerian electorate. Their name doesn't appear in any newspaper. You will abuse the president. Yet, the president has no knowledge about what is going on because you'll be given your responsibility. And when you are there, say, look at the PIB Act. That's why yesterday we said, even that act, we will revisit it. Review it. You can't have a sovereign company under a sovereign nation that is not accountable to the people. No. You cannot be bigger than the president. If we can interrogate our president, we can harass him on television. Who the hell is the other person in Nigeria? Who is an appointee? Who is above the law? So, they are importing these things so that Dangote refinery will eventually not prosper. And if you look at the numbers, what NNPC has spent between when President Obasanjo sold out the refineries, for those of you who have some memory, NNPC persuaded Yaradua, who took over from Obasanjo, that they can run the refinery. They need $800 million. Between that time and now, they spend over $10 billion. Port Harcourt refinery is not working. Every minister has come to set a new date. It's only in Nigeria you have several birthdays for a person. And they just say it, and then they attend your lab. The new minister come and say, I have done a review. They carry out new tours. They fix a new date. Now we have a refinery built by Nigeria. They want to destroy it. Can you believe that we are exporting, that the Nigeria produce oil? The multinationals refuse to sell to Dangote. Are they the owner? No. And we have a government. And the government is helpless under the so-called PIB. He has to appeal and urge them. You must sell. Excuse me, we have a lot to do. We need a balance of some madness and some ruthlessness to get Nigeria back on the road. And that's what we have to do. Otherwise, lamentation, I have always said, I wasn't born to lament my life. I was born to confront challenges and to overcome them. If I can speak here today, sir, it is because my late father told me, Adams, hard work does not kill. What kills is laziness. Courage is a requirement for a man to navigate through very dangerous forests. And every good thing is in that forest. As you can see, those of you drinking Chinese tea, they are all from the forest. But when you process them, they do some nice things in your system. So let me conclude by saying that, for me, we have hope. And this president rightly said, there's a renewed hope. The world is renewed if you have given up. And Amadi says so. When you give up on yourself, who is going to bail you out? Now, somebody talk about productivity. I think Amadi. How can we be productive without power?